Hello and welcome everybody. Today we will continue our journey for the company law lectures for CA Inter and CS Executive. Today we will be covering an important topic of section 103 which speaks about quorum for a meeting. Now what do you mean by quorum? Quorum basically means the minimum number of members which is required to conduct a meeting. So it is one of the requisites of meeting. If you remember, we had covered requisites of meeting, in which, in the second phase, which was about convening the meeting, properly convening or conducting the meeting, one of the major requirement was quorum. So, a minimum number of members which have to be present in the meeting is known as a quorum. So, it is a minimum number of members. Now, what does section 103 speak about quorum? It is pretty simple section over here. If a particular company is a public company, if a particular company is a public company, in that case, if the number of members in that particular public company is not more than 1000. Now, not more than 1000 means up to 1000. Up to 1000. If it is up to 1000, then the quorum will be 5 members. The quorum will be 5 members. If the number of members is more than 1000, which means from 1001 to 5000 members, in that case the quorum will be 15 members. And in case the number of members exceeds 5000 members, if in a particular company the number of members are more than 5000, more than 5000 means from 5001 and onwards, in that case the quorum will be 30 members. So this is a minimum number of members which have to attend the meeting, to constitute the meeting and convene the meeting properly. In case the quorum is not present in the meeting, then what are the consequences of it? We will be learning in the next slide. But a meeting cannot continue if the quorum is not available in the meeting. So this was in the case of public company. Now what is the quorum in case of private company? In case of private company, it is pretty simple. The quorum will be at least 2 members personally present in the meeting. All these members shall be personally present in the meeting. Now what do you mean by personally present? Personally present means these are the members who are entitled to attend the meeting and vote in the meeting. Entitled to attend the meeting and vote in the meeting. Okay. So to summarize it once again, up to 1000 members in a public company, 5 members. More than 1000 to 5000, 15 members. And if it exceeds 5000, then 30 members. Okay. In case of private company, no matter how many members are there, but the quorum will be only 2 members personally present. I hope this quorum point is clear. Now there might be a case where you will be given case studies where you will have to determine whether the quorum is present or not present. At that point of time, this table or this chart can be used by you and applied in that particular question, and an answer can be arrived at. Okay. Now, in case the quorum is not present in the meeting, when do we check that if the quorum is present in the meeting or not? It is checked by the company secretary within half an hour of the meeting. If the quorum is not present within half an hour of the meeting, from the time appointed for holding a meeting, then in that case, what will happen is that if the meeting has been called by the board, then the meeting shall stand adjourned. What do you mean by adjourned? Adjourned means it will be postponed. It will be postponed to a further date, to a future date. Okay. In this case, it will be adjourned to same day. That means if today is Monday, then same day will be again Monday in the next week, that is next week's Monday, at the same place. If it is a registered office, then it will again be on the registered office itself, or to such date and such other time and place as the board may decide. So there are 2 options over here. One, as per law, what will happen? It will get adjourned to the same day, next week, same place. Same day, next week, same place and time. Okay. But if the board decides, no, we want to keep it on some other day. Okay. So the board may decide such date, such other time and place also as it may find fit. Okay. But if the meeting is called by requisitionist, if you remember, we had covered section 100 in which requisitionist can also call for meeting. Okay, in case the requisitionist have called for a meeting under section 100 and the quorum is not present within half an hour, in that case such a meeting shall stand cancelled. We had covered this in section 100 also when we were going through the requisitionist meeting, okay, or meeting by requisition, that in case the quorum is not present in a meeting by requisition, then the meeting shall stand cancelled. It will not be adjourned. Over here, if it is called by board, it can be adjourned. If it is called by requisitionist, it will be cancelled. Okay. So the notice of adjourned meeting. Now, as far as notice is concerned, see, the meeting quorum was not present. We adjourned the meeting. In case the meeting is adjourned to next week or whatever date the board has decided, then the board shall give a notice which shall not be less than 3 days. Which shall not be less than 3 days and shall be given by the company to the members either individually or by publishing as an advertisement. So if there is enough time, you can give it individually also, or else you can give an advertisement in a newspaper, which shall be at least one English newspaper and one vernacular newspaper in where which is in circulation, where the registered office of the company is situated. Okay, I hope this notice part is clear. You have to remember it shall not be less than 3 days. Okay, that is something that you have to remember. There might be an MCQ which will be asked on this thing for notice of adjourned meeting. So you should not get confused between notice of normal meeting, which is 21 clear days, and notice for adjourned meeting is not less than 3 days. Okay. Next, where the quorum is not present. If the quorum is not present at the adjourned meeting also. See, initially in this original meeting, quorum was not present within half an hour. Then we adjourned the meeting as per this provision. And now in case in the adjourned meeting, there is a next week's meeting also. In the adjourned meeting also, within half an hour, the members present shall form the quorum. That means if the quorum is not present in the adjourned meeting also, then whatever the number of members are there in the meeting, that will constitute a quorum. That means if there are only 2 members which are there in a public company, if there are only 2 members which are there, in that case, those 2 members will also form an quorum. Okay, there shall be at least 2 members. Okay, so what have we understood over here? If the quorum is not present within half an hour, adjourn the meeting. If it is a meeting called by requisition, it will be cancelled. Notice not less than 3 days shall be given individually or through advertisement. And if the quorum is not present in the adjourned meeting also, then whatever the number of members are present in the meeting, in the adjourned meeting, that will be considered as quorum, and the meeting will be held valid. Okay, I hope both these points of quorum are extremely clear to you, and we will now move to ICAI module examples. There are 2 examples which have been given by ICAI in the module. First example is there are 54 members. There are 54 members of Dicey Private Limited. The company held its annual general meeting on 1st July 2019 at 2 p.m. Okay, and 28 members were present till 2:45 p.m. There were 28 members. There are total how many members? 54 members. Okay, and it is a now which kind of company this is? This is a private company. This is how you will have to research the question that has been given to you. Okay, but the total members who were present were 28 members. Meeting shall have been held at 2 p.m. and till 2:45 p.m. you had 28 members. The chairman of the meeting proceeded to initiate the meeting and pass the resolution as discussed in the meeting. Comment whether the meeting took place as per the provisions of the Companies Act 2013. Now, what would be the answer? Again, you will have to quote as per the provisions of section 103. This is very, very important. This will fetch you 1 mark directly. Okay. After putting section 103, what you should be doing is that you should be explaining about quorum for at least 3-4 lines. Okay. Then you should come to the quorum for a private company. What shall be the quorum for private company? It shall be at least 2 members personally present. Thus, the quorum for annual general meeting of Dicey Private Limited was complied with, and the company is not in contravention with any of the provisions of the Companies Act 2013. It is basically the prerogative or the right of the chairman whether he wants to proceed with the company with the meeting or not once the quorum is present. Normally, the chairman would be continuing with the or proceeding with the meeting in case the quorum is present. Okay, so minimum 2 members were required, and we had around 28 members, which is sufficient, and that means the quorum is met. Okay, so example 1 has been understood. Now the next example is example 2. Abbey Limited has 2300 members. Now it has 2300 members, and the AGM of the company is to be held on 23rd February 2019. Okay, at 10:30 a.m. On the day of the meeting, 18 members were present, personally present. How many members were present? 18 members were present by 11 a.m. And the chairman proceeded to initiate the chronicles of the meeting. There were 5 special businesses to be discussed at the said meeting, and by 2:30 p.m., Agenda 1 and Agenda 3 had to be discussed. Okay, these are all okay, and appropriate resolutions were passed. However, due to some emergency, 4 of the members had to leave around 3 p.m. Okay, the chairman granted them the permission and proceeded to discuss Agenda 4 and 5, and accordingly passed resolution as per the consent of the remaining members. Now, this is a tricky question. What has happened over here is that we had the quorum at the start of the meeting. Okay, we had around 18 members, 18 members present in the meeting. Total members is 2300. So we are well within sufficient. We have sufficient quorum over here. Okay, now the quorum required was 15 members. So we already have 18 members over here. But after 3 p.m., there were 2 more agenda agenda items which were pending, which was agenda item number 4 and number 5. But at 3 p.m., 4 of the members left the meeting. After their leaving the meeting, agenda number 4 and 5 was passed. Okay, so what does happen? What happens over here basically is that the rule is the quorum shall be present throughout the meeting. Quorum shall be present throughout the meeting, and for each and every business item. For each and every business item. So the business items which have been completed would have appropriate quorum, and business items which have not been completed would not have appropriate quorum. So your quorum shall be available or present in the meeting throughout the meeting. Throughout the meeting. That is the keyword. So in the above case, while appropriate quorum was present at the time when the meeting started, as per section 103, the quorum was not present at the time of deciding agenda 4 and 5. It has been held that where the time of transacting business, the number of members is less than quorum fixed for the meeting, the business cannot be transacted and shall be nullity. Nullity means void. So in this case, agenda number 4 and agenda number 5 did not have the quorum required, because out of the 18 present members, 4 members had left at 3 p.m. before these 2 items were laid down. So which means only 14 members were there, which is less than 15 members. And hence these 2 items, which is agenda number 4, agenda number 5, could not be transacted. And even if it is transacted, it would be called, or it will be declared as void. Okay. So this was a good example. So I hope both the examples you have understood. I hope you have understood the provisions of quorum. So that's it for this session today, which speaks about quorum section 103. I would be coming up with many more lectures very soon, which will help you for your July 2020 exams of a CA Inter, CS Executive, as well as your November and December exams. So stay tuned to this channel. Please subscribe to this channel and like the video if it has been useful for you, and share it with your friends. Thanks a lot.